Everybody, I'm here with my buddy, Western Green Mamba. He doesn't have a name yet. You can see he's quite beautiful. And I'm trying to help him shed a little bit. So, put some water in there. He's using that to drink. And I'm using the opportunity to entice him to let me touch him, because when they're shedding, see, he's opening his mouth, that's like him saying it's a threat display. But when they're going through this process, it's almost like they're having a temporary truce with you. They're saying, all right, you could help me shed, but I'm not really your friend. So you have to go very slow. So you see he's here. So he's focused on my hand, but he can't see very well. He's in shed. So I'll go back a little bit. I'll see what he does. Okay, so that's what I thought. He's rubbing against me. See, he just wants help shedding. Now he also is thinking, you deserve to die, but not really. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just helping him get the skin off, and he is just doing his thing. I know you saw him going nuts the other day. That was the other day. And he's still open-mouthing. Like he's opening his mouth when he goes to me. He definitely goes to me. But, again, it's a funny thing. When they're shedding, it's like a time of truce. That's when, it's like a timeout from all hostilities. Let's take a timeout from the bombing in Gaza, return some prisoners to Israel. Israel gives some stuff to them. And then we can get back to killing each other later. So I just want to move him. I want him to get to know the hook and my hands. And right now, I don't really feel like I have a good angle for my hands. So I'm going to use the opportunity to use the hook, which I want him to get used to, gently move him away, right? Now I'm looking for a loop of opportunity, so it would definitely not be there. This would be good, but this would be really good, right? See? I have enough time to get out, right? So, sitting on a hardwood floor here. Let me just get more comfortable. Okay. So, let's go way farther back. If I were to go here, he could reach me. I go from the outside, right? Now look, he's pushing against me. Now you can do it. All right, so from this side over here. Now I can feel the shedding skin he wants off, the stuck skin. So, do you see him going after me? Not really. And I'm right next to his face. But what he wants is the shed off of his nose. He doesn't want to bite me. At least I hope not, because I'm really close right now. But I'm pretty convinced he just wants to shed. What else would it be? I need to get carpeting. All right. So he's got his water. He's soaking in his cage. He has his rocks and stuff. But I wanted to use this opportunity, again, for three things. One, to get him to accept the hook as not being a predator, to use the hook to move him to somewhere where I could more strategically hold him without him nailing me dead. So like here, and extremely gentle, like 0 miles an hour, lifting him up, and then either putting him in the water, or if he's wet, using the water. So he didn't go to bite me, but he had his mouth open. So even though he can't see so great, they do see shadows, and that's a risk that would just be stupid right now. By the way, you see how the head is coffin shaped? That's how you distinguish. Excuse me. It's just a rough floor. Mambas from boom slangs. They have a coffin head, smaller eyes. The coloration is different. The boom slangs will be black or black with yellow stripes, but they can be green. So when a boom slang is green, it's a much substantially darker green than this, and then they'll often turn black or they'll be lighter green. So it really isn't hard to tell them apart. If you have a real problem with it, if they confuse you, then notice the head. It's coffin shaped. It's portentous. It's coffin shaped. The boom slangs is not, and the boom slangs have big, beautiful eyes. Right? So here we got a nice loop. No matter what, he couldn't reach. He could start to go for me, but I would definitely have time to get out because this loop is facing away. See, and I could now bring it in. But see, he's just trying to, I got him, but he's just trying to shed. So we help him. when we say they're blind and they're shedding, we don't really mean that. I mean, they can't see detail. They can see like an older person with cataracts would. Nice. See, when he gets threatened, see how he opens his mouth? It's like a cobra hooding up and hissing. So you stop. Look for a new angle. And then he'll come to me, and I have him, see? I want to put him in the water to make sure he's aware of it. The truth is, it's really a very nice process. Gaining trust sometimes requires opportunities. And the fact that he needs to shed, that's an opportunity. He can't see that well. Well, that means he can't aim that well. That's in my favor. And the fact that when they're shedding, they'll pretty much rub against anything, that's in my favor too. It's almost like a truce. So you can get a loop you like, which he couldn't reach, under and around. Now he can reach. I took the risk myself. And now I'm going to try to help him shed a little bit and just try to gain a little bit of trust. Yeah, see how he's pushing against me? He wants it off. He does have rocks in his cage. This is just his little Uber. But, of course, I didn't want them here because I wanted to use me. Oh, that time he did open his mouth. I think he was just saying hi. Or was it die? Maybe it was hi. I don't know. But, unfortunately, if he doesn't get the shit off his nose, you're going to be seeing me pinning him down and taking it off. And that's going to be just joyous. It's really not hard. It's unpleasant for them. And if it's unpleasant for them, it's unpleasant for me. It's not a hard thing to do. Anyone can do it if you're crazy enough. But, whenever you pin a snake down, you lose a little bit of its trust. But we'll see how he does. All right. So back to this. Just letting him do what he wants to do. I wish he would get wetter. Yeah, yes. Submerge yourself a little bit. There you go. Good boy. That's what we need. All right. And if you're just tuning in, he's a western green mamba. They're a bit more nuts than the eastern green mamba. They have a lot in common with the mamba, to be honest. I've had all of them. Then there's the Jamesons, which is somewhere in the middle. Where are you going? Yeah, let's not kill Daddy. See, he opens his mouth whenever something happens. Shit like that is unavoidable. It's gonna, with these guys, unlike with, all venomous snakes, there's gonna come a point where you just have to let go. You just drop them, because otherwise you die. So it's either drop them or you die. And if you die, well, who's gonna feed him? This is a little different. I'm not sure this is a great idea, but I want to see something. Yeah, he's just trying to push. You see, I thought he was pushing with his mouth, and he is. Which, if you think about it, gives me the chance to hold him higher up than I normally would. Okay, I'm trying to let him push the shit off right into me. He seems to be liking that. It's going to take a few times, But yeah, being wetter is better. The wetter, the better. Look at him wiggling. Guys, I hate to say this, but I'm going to need my other hand now. I'm going to have to hang up here and get to my other hand. Sorry. It's more important I take care of my little buddy here. Sorry.